Let me help you boys out real quick. If you need coins to build that God Squad or max out that theme team, go check out my new sponsor, Red Zone Coins, for the absolute cheapest coins on the market with super safe and fast delivery. And if you use code JUJU, it's going to save you an extra 15% off at checkout. The link will be in the description.
Baby, welcome to the party. I'm off the money to Xanaline. That's why I'm over retarded. Baby, welcome to the party. I hit the boy up and then I go skating around.
YouTube, how we doing, boys, and welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be ranking the top 10 theme teams inside of Madden 22 Ultimate Team. I do want to mention real quick too that I'm going to be ranking these strictly off of pure theme teams, so like no fillers, none of like the players that get all team chems, because that just makes it way too complicated. Because if we're doing it like that, a team that I don't even have in like my top 25 could easily be top 5. So yeah, we're going to be ranking these strictly off of the pure theme teams, and I know going into this that not everyone's gonna agree with my opinion, and that's like totally fine. Theme teams, or really rankings in general, are always super controversial because I mean, if your team, the team you're rocking, your favorite team isn't on the list, obviously you're gonna want to see them higher. So hey, definitely let me know down below your opinions and how you think I did, but not gonna lie, boys, I think I kind of nailed this list. So yeah, without further ado, we're gonna jump right into it. But before we do, I do just gotta say a few things. First off, if you guys are new around here, I would greatly appreciate it if you could smack that sub button for me. We are on the road to 6K, trying to hit that ASAP. We post basically daily Madden content, a lot of theme team stuff, so if that's your thing, definitely consider subscribing. And of course, absolutely kill that like button for me, leave a comment down below, and turn on those post notices so you never miss a new upload. But alright, man, here we go. I got all the teams pulled up already, and starting off first at number 10, we got the Kansas City Chiefs theme team, and this one might be kind of a shocker. I was actually watching some other YouTubers do like tier rankings and stuff on theme teams last night, and no one really had them in their top 10, and I really don't know why. Like, this team is absolutely stacked. Starting off up here for the O-line, we got a 98, 94, 94, 96, and 94, so I mean a great O-line for a pure theme team. You got Travis Kelce at tight end, really nice option there. And then for the receivers, you got Joe Horn, Josh Gordon, and McCole Hardman. Also got Tyreek Hill back there, who you know is going to be getting an upgrade soon. And then for the running backs here, we got Marcus Allen, probably the best receiving back in the game, Priest Holmes. The quarterback, though, that's kind of the only downside. They only got Joe Montana and Patrick Mahomes. To be honest, if they had a better quarterback, this team would probably be top 5. I mean, don't get me wrong, Montana and Mahomes are both super solid, but neither of them are top of the meta. But once one of them gets an upgrade, probably going to be Mahomes. Let's be honest, EA sucks his cock completely raw. This team is going to shoot up the rankings. Then we move down here to the defense, and I mean, they're super solid down here as well. For the safeties, they got Juan Thornhill and Tyrann Mathieu. Both of them are solid. I mean, not like top of the meta or anything, but you know, on a theme team with all the boosts, they'll definitely get the job done. And then for the linebackers, they got Terrell Suggs, Nick Bolton, and then Derek Thomas. Cornerbacks are looking really nice as well, and that's really what you look for on a theme team. Wide receivers and cornerbacks are the most important positions in MUD. If you don't know that already, now you do. But their cornerbacks here, like I said, are super solid. They got Mike Hughes, Darrell Revis, and Ty Law. And then down on the D-line, they got Emmanuel Ogbud, Chris Jones, and then Melvin Ingram. They also have Kendall Fuller and Rashad Fenton back there, so I mean, really nice depth for the cornerbacks. Melvin Ingram's a great pass rusher, so I mean, overall, I mean, the defense isn't anything insanely special, but it's definitely super solid, and when you pair that with all the weapons this offense has, it had to crack my top 10 list. Up next here, coming in at number 9, we got the Arizona Cardinals theme team. First off, taking a look at their O-line, they got DJ Humphries, Alan Faneca, Rodney Hudson, Leonard Davis, and Bobby Massey. Super solid O-line there. And then at tight end, they got Zach Ertz and Dan Arnold. So I mean, two really solid options for you there at tight end. Really good O-line as well. But then we scroll down here, and honestly, this is the only reason they're not ranked higher. Now, they do have some great running backs with CJ2K, Kenyon Drake, and Adrian Peterson, but the quarterback and the wide receivers are super weak. I mean, you got Kyler Murray, Carson Palmer, and I think Boomer Assassin, but you know, none of them are really top of the meta. And then besides Larry Fitzgerald, the receivers are super weak. But this team definitely has potential, man. I mean, once Kyler gets his upgrade, D-Hop gets his upgrade, maybe Ahmad Rashad gets a legend or something like that, or AJ Green gets some type of an upgrade, this offense will be looking really nice. But then we scroll down to the defense, and this is the reason that this team is on the list. So first off, taking a look at their safeties, they got Larry Wilson, Tyrann Mathieu, Isaiah Simmons, and Budda Baker. So 4 nice safeties there. You love to see a theme team with depth because, you know, obviously most people don't run middle linebacker linebackers. A lot of people throw their safeties down in the box, so having 4 good ones there definitely helps. And then for their linebackers, they got Terrell Suggs, Devondre Campbell, and Joey Porter. Also Chandler Jones and Wilbur Marshall back there, so some nice linebacker depth. And then down here for the cornerbacks, they got Night Train Lane, one of, if not the best in the game right now, and Trell Roll and Patrick Peterson, another card that is super glitchy, so some great cornerbacks for you there. And then down on the D-line, they got Hassan Reddick, Corey Peters, and JJ Watt. This Hassan Reddick card is absolutely amazing, one of the fastest pass rushers in the game right now. I heard he is super glitchy. They also got Dwight Freeney, another really fast pass rusher who will be getting a legend at some point, or ultimate legend. JJ Watt, I honestly haven't checked out this card, but you know, Watt cards are always solid. And the D tackle, it is kind of weak, only being a 93, but let's be honest, if you throw JJ Watt at D tackle, you're chilling. So yeah, man, overall I really like this theme team. Super well rounded. I mean, the defense is great, that's what's gonna carry you. The offense, like I said, is kind of iffy, but if Kyler, D-Hop, Ahmad Rashad, those guys get some upgrades, this team's gonna be amazing. Now coming in at number 8 here, we got the Las Vegas Raiders theme team, another really good one. But honestly, I mean, I'm kind of shocked they're this low on the rankings, because if you guys have been playing MUT for a while, this is always a top 2 theme team in the game. But don't get me wrong, this theme team is still really good. Checking out the O-line here, they got a 94, a 93, a 94, an 89, and a 97. So, you know, super solid. At tight end, you got Darren Waller, always one of the better tight ends in MUT just because of that speed. Now down here at quarterback, that's what's really killing them. Only having Carson Palmer there, 96. I mean, like we talked about with him earlier on the Cardinals, he's solid but not top of the meta. The receivers though are really nice. You got Jerry Rice, what the fuck am I saying? Deshaun Jackson and Cliff Branch. Also Randy Moss back there, who you know will be getting a big upgrade soon. And then the running backs are absolutely disgusting. You got Eric Dickerson, Marcus Allen, and Cordero Patterson. So I mean, if you want the more receiving back, go with Marcus. If you want a more traditional runner, go with ED, or just put both of them out there and fucking terrorize everyone you play. Then we move down to the defense, and honestly, for a Raiders theme team, it's a bit underwhelming. So at free safety here, they got Ronnie Lott, also Taylor Mays, who does get all team chems, but he did actually play for the Raiders. Then at strong safety, they got Jack Tatum and Ted Hendricks. That Ted card's great. I got him on the Packers theme team, absolutely love him. But I mean, overall, the safeties, they're solid, nothing super special. And then for our linebackers, we got Corey Littleton, Malcolm Smith, and Khalil Mack. Then down here for the cornerbacks, we got Phillip Buchanan, Desmond Trufant, and Casey Hayward. Also Charles Woodson, who will be getting an upgrade hopefully soon. I mean, I'm open, so at least obviously I do rock a Packers theme team, so that would be super nice. And then for the D-line, they got Max Crosby, Warren Sapp, and Richard Seymour. So yeah, man, like I said, for a Raiders theme team, this defense is really underwhelming. But I mean, come on, it's the Raiders. Ultimate Legends just started. You know they're about to get flooded with upgrades. I mean, Richard will get one, Charles will get one, Phillip Buchanan probably will at some point too. Who else? Ronnie Lott, he's already got a high card, but Jack Tatum, Ted Hendricks will get another linebacker card. So I mean, they do have a ton of upgrades they could get, but you know, right now the team's looking solid, but definitely couldn't put them any higher than 8. Now real quick, I do just gotta say this because I know this comment's gonna come, why I have the Raiders ranked higher than the Cardinals, and it really comes down to one thing, and it's the weapons. I mean, Deshaun Jackson, Cliff Branch, and Jerry Rice, now they're not that much better than the Cardinals weapons, but they definitely are better. And they have Randy Moss, who is guaranteed to get a super glitchy upgrade soon. Now coming in at number 7, we got the Cincinnati Bengals. Starting off first with their O-line, it is fantastic. You got a 96, a 99, a 98, a 97, and a 96. For sure the best we've seen so far. Tight end, they are a little weak at. I mean, they got a 93 CJ Uzama, I'm not even going to try to say that last name, but 93, I mean, it's not great, but it'll definitely get the job done. But then we move down here, and this honestly might be the most stacked position group, or like, you know, offensive skill positions out of any theme team. I mean, the weapons that this team has, bro, is like straight up outrageous. You got a 98 Chad Ochocinco, 97 Charlie Joyner, 98 Jamar Chase, 96 T Higgins back there at wide receiver 4. You got a 6'4", 99 speed wide receiver 4. Also John Ross. Then at running back, you got Joe Mixon, another great card. I actually just did a video video with the Bengals theme team about a week ago, and that Joe Mixon was going crazy for me. And then obviously at quarterback, you got Joe Shiesty, 98 overall honors card. And when I used the team, he did play really good for me. Now, he's not the top of the meta, you know, like Aaron Rodgers, Joe Namath, nothing like that. But for me, I have him ranked at about 6 or 7 for my quarterback rankings. And don't get me wrong, like, he's not going to lose you any games. He's not going to be as good as like Namath or Rodgers, but still a great QB card. Now, you're probably looking at this offense and wondering how they're only ranked 7, and let me tell you why. The defense kind of blows. I mean, starting off here with the safeties, you got Von Bell, Reggie Nelson, Taylor Mays, and Jesse Bates, so I mean, nothing special there. Now, I do think all of them will get upgrades here soon, especially Jesse Bates and Reggie Nelson, and once they do, that'll help out a bunch. But you know, as of now, super average looking safety group there. And then the linebackers aren't any better. They got Akeem Davis, I think his name's Gather, AJ Hawk, and then Marcus Bailey. Then we move down here to the cornerbacks, and I mean, they're solid. They got Delta O'Neal, Trey Waynes, and Mike Hilton. Definitely nothing to write home about or nothing like that. I mean, it's a solid group. It'll get the job done. Then the D-line here, though, actually is really good. They got Trey Hendrickson, DJ Reader, and Jordan Willis. So yeah, I mean, overall, the offense, in my opinion, is top 2 in the game right now for theme teams, but the defense is just holding them back so much. Once they get some safety upgrades, though, and maybe like another cornerback or like a linebacker or something like that, they definitely do have a chance to go way up on this list. Coming in at number 6 here, we got the Dallas Cowboys theme team, and now we're getting into those really top of the meta teams. So starting off here with the O-line, we got a 90, a 96, a 97, a 98, and a 93. The tackles definitely need some work, but the interior is really nice. And then for the tight ends, they're stacked. They got a 98 Mike Ditka, 98 Blake Jarwin, and a 95 Billy Joe Dupree. Then moving down here, starting off first with the wide receivers, you got a 99 Jimmy Smith, one of the best wide receivers in the game right now. You got Deion Sanders, Lance Allworth, the team captain, Michael Irvin, and then Randall Cobb. So super solid wide receiver core there with a ton of depth. And then moving to the running backs, you got this 97 Tony Pollard. I haven't personally used him, but I heard he is really good. Also got Zeke back there, who is definitely due for an upgrade. And then at quarterback, you got Tony Romo. So I mean, as a whole, the offense is really nice. You would like to see a slightly better quarterbacks. I mean, Tony Romo now has been out for a while. When he first dropped, he was the best in the game, but you know, now he definitely is a little bit outdated. But besides that, I mean, the offense is great except for the tackles. Then we move down here to the defense. Starting off first at free safety, we got Byron Jones, who I think they actually have him listed out of position, unless they gave him a free safety card, which I don't know why they would, but yeah, I'm assuming that is out of position, so he won't actually be that high of an overall, which honestly is the biggest reason that this team is as low on the list as they are. The safeties are super weak. I mean, you got a 93 Keanu Neal, a 92 Roy Williams, and Byron Jones playing out of position right now. This safety group is weak as hell, not gonna lie, but Roy Williams should get an upgrade soon, and that will help out. But I mean, the rest of the defense is super stacked. For the linebackers, we got Micah Parsons, one of the glitchiest cards in the game, Damian Wilson, and then DeMarcus Ware. Then we move down to cornerbacks, and this is why the weak safeties doesn't really bother me that much. They are absolutely loaded at cornerback. I mean, you got a 99 Deion Sanders, a 97 Trayvon Diggs, 98 Aaron Glenn, 95 Everson Walls, and a 96 Mel Renfro, and obviously Byron Jones too. So I mean, you got so many cornerbacks back there. You just throw them up at safety and you're chilling. And then the D-line is pretty solid as well. You got Randy Gregory, also Robert Quinn back there, Jay Ratliff, and DeMarcus Lawrence. D-Law definitely needs an upgrade that'll help out this D-line a bunch, but I mean, Randy Gregory's great, Robert Quinn's great, and like I said, it really doesn't matter because their outside linebackers are so good. So I mean, assuming you throw them down on the D-line and the cornerbacks up at safety, this defense is going to be amazing. Coming in at number 5 now, we got the New York Jets, and this one might be kind of a shocker. I don't think I saw anyone have them ranked this high, but hey, let me tell you why. Don't judge too quick. So starting off here with the O-line, I mean, they're super solid. They got a 92, a 97, 96, 94, 94. Tight end is definitely super weak as well, but then we move down here, and I mean, they got 2 of the top 4, top 3 quarterbacks in the game with Michael Vick and Joe Namath. And quarterback is just such an important position. If it wasn't for the quarterbacks, I would have the Cowboys ranked over them, probably a few other teams as well. But to me, having the choice between Joe Namath, who in my opinion is the best in the game right now, and then Michael Vick, you really can choose what you want to do if you want to have more of like a read option type scheme or a pocket passer scheme. Not even pocket passer, because Joe Namath is super fast. But yeah, man, overall, I mean, the quarterbacks are great, and that's the main reason this team is ranked as high as they are. Now, if you gave the Cowboys one of these quarterbacks, they blow this team out of the water. But hey, like I said earlier, this is ranked strictly off of pure theme teams. So yeah, we're going to stick to that. But then moving over to running back here, we got a 98 Chris Johnson, one of the best running backs in the game right now. Also Curtis Martin back there. And then for the wide receivers, we got Percy Harvin, Keyshawn Johnson, and Brandon Marshall. Overall, I mean, the wide receivers are all right, nothing special. In general, the weapons, like, you know, they're not great, but they'll definitely get the job done. The tight end is a huge hole there, but you got Percy Harvin, really nice card. Keyshawn Johnson and Brandon Marshall are still solid as well, and they both should be getting some upgrades soon. Then we move down to the defense here, starting off with the safeties, which they are absolutely stacked at. They got Ed Reed, Jamal Adams, Laren Landry, and then Ronnie Lott. Linebackers here are really nice as well. You got Wilbur Marshall, CJ Mosley, and then who the fuck is that? Delshaw Phillip. All right, Delshaw Phillips. I think that's what we're going with here. But then we move down to the cornerbacks, and they got Aaron Glenn, Darrell Revis, and Ty Laws. So some really nice guys there. Also Michael Vick, who does get 99 speed on a theme team. So I mean, 4 really nice options there. You got some depth. And then on the D-line, they got Jordan Willis, Sheldon Richardson, and then Jason Taylor. So overall, just a really solid, well-rounded theme team. Like I said, though, really the only reason they are this high is just because of the quarterbacks. Because if you take away those quarterbacks, I mean, they're really not better than anyone else on this list. The defense is good though. I love all the safeties they have and the cornerbacks. The secondary is great, but they do definitely need some wide receiver and tight end upgrades. Coming in at number 4 now, we get the San Francisco 49ers. Starting out here with the O-line, they got a 94, 96, a 94, a 98, and a 97. So a great O-line there. Then a tight end, you got your pick between Vernon Davis, Charlie Young, and George Kittle. So great O-line there, some good tight ends. Love to see that. Then we move down here, and I mean, the wide receivers are stacked. You got Deebo Samuel, Deion Sanders, and Jerry Rice. Also Randy Moss, who will be getting that big upgrade soon. The running back though, running back definitely is kind of weak. They got Roger Craig, who I mean, he's a solid receiving back, but you know, not top of the meta anymore. And then the quarterback is pretty weak as well, only having Joe Montana. This right here though is the only reason they're not ranked any higher, because I mean, the O-line's great, tight ends are great, wide receivers great, and the defense is great, but they definitely do need a quarterback and a running back upgrade. Now moving down to the defense, starting off with the safeties, we got Taylor Mays, who does get all team chems, but he did actually play for the Niners, and then Ronnie Lott. The safeties are kind of weak. Well, not the starters, but the depth, only having an 82 and an 88. That kind of is a problem, but you do have some super stacked cornerbacks to throw back there if you want. But for the linebackers here, we got Kevin Green, Fred Warner, and Elvis Dumerville. Super solid group. Now moving down to the cornerbacks though, we got Deion Sanders, Richard Sherman, and then DJ Reed Jr. Holy shit, bro, that was a lot of talking. I feel like I just wrapped Rap God all the way through, but taking a look at the D-line here, they got Jordan Willis, DeForest Buckner, and Nick Bosa. So I mean, a really solid D-line there. Nick Bosa should be getting an upgrade soon as well. So I mean, overall defense really solid. You got some great cornerbacks, a good D-line, really nice linebackers, and 2 good starters at safety. And the offense, like I said, is fantastic, except for quarterback and running back. All right, now finally getting into the top 3 here. First up, we got the Seattle Seahawks coming in at number 3. So checking out the O-line here, looking super solid. They got a 96, a 94, a 96, a 94, and another 96. And then a tight end, they got 95 overall Charlie Young, who, I mean, he's not top of the meta anymore, but definitely still a super solid option. At quarterback here, we got Russell Wilson, a super solid card. I personally have him in my top 5 list. And then at running back, we got AP, Sean Alexander, and Marshawn Lynch. So 3 really nice options for you there. And then at wide receiver, we're really stacked as well. We got Percy Harvin, Josh Gordon, and Jerry Rice. Super well-rounded offense there. Also Franco Harris at fullback. I never talk about the fullbacks, but yeah, really nice fullback there overall. I mean, they really don't have any weaknesses on the offense. So now moving down to the defense, starting off first with the safeties, we got Quandre Diggs, Cam Chancellor, and Jamal Adams. Really nice group there. And then for our linebackers, we got Jordan Brooks, Bobby Wagner, and Dwight Freeney playing out of position. Moving down to cornerback now, we got Sean Springs, DJ Reed Jr., and then Richard Sherman, also DK Metcalf out of position card. So some really nice depth, really nice cornerbacks overall. And then on the D-line, we got Jonathan, I don't even know his last name, we're not trying that, Kevin, okay, they're like blocking off the last names. You guys know, you can see, right? Yeah, okay. Sorry boys, it's like 145 degrees in this room right now. I'm kind of losing my patience, want to get this done with, but hey, 95, 97, and a 95, that's all you need to know. So this team is pretty much stacked up from top to bottom. I mean, they really don't have any holes, but I mean, that's pretty much how it's going to be for the top three here, and in my opinion, they're the worst out of the three. Coming in at number 2 on my list now, we got the New England Patriots theme team, and this one might be a shocker. Like, I don't think I saw anyone even with them in their top 5, but dude, I don't know why. This Patriots theme team is stacked. So starting off first with the O-line, we got a 93, a 96, a 96, a 94, and a 97. And then at tight end, you got the 97 overall Gronk. At quarterback, you got your pick between the 99 Tom Brady and the 98 Cam Newton, which are both like top 6 quarterbacks in the game right now. So I mean, 2 really nice options for you there. And then you got a ton of weapons at wide receiver with Chad Johnson, Brandon Cooks, Josh Gordon, Antonio Brown, and then Randy Moss, who for the 8th time in this video will be getting an upgrade soon. And rounding out the offense here with the running backs, and you got 3 really nice options with Fred Taylor, Cordell Patterson, and Curtis Martin. Then we move down to the defense here, starting off first with the safeties. We got Logan Ryan, Adrian Phillips, Rodney Harrison, and Eric Rowe. So I mean, not the best safeties. You got 2 really solid starters. The depth is okay, nothing special. And then the linebackers here, we got Matthew Judon, Jr. Seau, and what the fuck are these names? Whatever, man. Moving down to the cornerbacks now, we got Sean Springs, Aqib Talib, Ty Law, Delpha O'Neal, and Darrell Revis. So I mean, 5 really nice options there. You love having depth at cornerback. And then on the D-line, we got Richard Seymour, Vince Wilfork, and Akeem Hicks. So yeah, man, honestly, I think this theme team is really slept on. I never really see them, and I don't see people talking about them enough, and I don't get why. I mean, they don't have any weaknesses. Great cornerbacks, great D-line, solid linebackers, some really nice safeties, and then the offense is stacked. But now what you've all been waiting for, the best theme team in Madden 22 Ultimate Team is the Green Bay Packers.
Cap! That's cap! What is cap? What is cap? What is cap?
You know, I think I did that joke in the last one, but hey man, I had to do it again just to piss you guys off, because I'm sure at least a couple of you already started writing some hate comments down in my comment section. But hey, is what it is. Moving on now to the actual number 1 theme team in the game, and that is of course the Los Angeles Rams. I mean, I think it is kind of common knowledge. I mean, this is pretty much everyone's number 1 team in the game right now. With the Super Bowl promo, the playoff promo, they just got flooded with cards. So checking out the O-line here, they got the 99 Andrew Whitworth, then a 91, a 93, a 94, and a 96, which I mean, it's not the best, but still really solid. And then at tight end here, you got Tyler Higbee and also Jared Cook. Then we move down to the skill positions, and this is what makes this team just absolutely absurd. This is the only theme team offense better than the Bengals, but I mean, dude, you got the best quarterback in the game here with Joe Namath, the best running back in the game with Eric Dickerson there, excuse me, and arguably the best wide receiver in the game with Cooper Kupp. You also have a 97 Torrey Holt, a 98 OBJ, and a 96 Brandon Cooks, Deshaun Jackson back there as well. So I mean, you really have every weapon you can possibly need and then some. And the defense is honestly just as good. You got a 96 Eric Weddle at safety there, 97 Nick Scott, 92 Jordan Fuller, and a 90 Taylor Rapp. The depth isn't great, but the starters are really nice. And then the linebackers, you got Robert Quinn, Ernest Jones, and then Von Miller. Also got Clay Matthews back there, another really nice card. And then moving down to the cornerbacks, you got Night Train Land, probably the best in the game, 96 Aqib Talib, 97 David Long. You got Jalen Ramsey and Darius Williams. I mean, great depth. And then the D-line is just ridiculous. You got Jack Youngblood, Aaron Donald, and Elroy Hirsch, who right now is the best pass rusher in the game. So yeah, man, I mean, this team is just so unbelievably stacked that there's no way you can't have them at number 1 on your rankings. But overall, boys, definitely let me know how you think I did. Like I said, I know this is going to be super controversial because they always are. No, I'm going to get a ton of comments telling me that I'm an idiot, I should probably go fuck myself, and hey, I'm okay with that. But instead of getting all worked up over a video game, how about you just drop a civil comment down below, tell me, hey, I think this team should be higher, this team should be lower, that type of stuff. But yeah, boys, that is going to do it for the video though. So if you did enjoy, don't forget to hit that like button, drop a sub, leave a comment down below, and turn those post noties on. But yeah, that is going to do it. So I'm going to catch y'all on the next one. Peace out.